The roar of fighter jets once resonated with national pride in Iran. The Islamic Republic of Iran Air Force boasted a formidable fleet, a testament to its pre-revolution alliance with the United States. Among its prized possessions were American-made F-14 Tomcats, symbols of technological prowess and military might. Today, however, the echoes of that era are fading, replaced by the sobering reality of an aging and increasingly obsolete Air Force. Decades of international sanctions have taken a heavy toll on the IRAF. Denied access to modern aircraft and spare parts, Iran relies on ingenuity to keep its fleet airborne. The once mighty F-14s are now relics of a bygone era. Their sleek frames are patched and repaired, kept flying by the dedication of Iranian engineers. Meanwhile, regional rivals advance with cutting-edge technology. Iran finds itself falling behind in the arms race. The consequences extend beyond military comparisons. A weakened IRAF undermines Iran's ability to project power and defend its airspace. The once proud IRAF now faces an uncertain future, its wings clipped by sanctions and the relentless march of technology. The hypothetical air battles between India and Pakistan, though a simulation, sent shockwaves through the region, exposing stark realities about the shifting balance of power. Pakistan's performance, bolstered by its acquisition of Chinese J-10C fighter jets, was a revelation. The J-10Cs, with their advanced avionics, beyond visual range missiles, and maneuverability, proved to be a formidable force, holding their own against India's more diverse but aging fleet. Pakistan's success went beyond mere hardware. It showcased the effectiveness of a well-integrated air defense network, combining Chinese jets with sophisticated ground-based radar systems and early warning capabilities. The conflict demonstrated that even a numerically inferior air force can achieve a measure of parity through strategic acquisitions, technological integration, and effective deployment. For Iran, watching from the sidelines, Pakistan's performance was both a lesson and a warning. It highlighted the importance of modern air power in contemporary warfare and the risks of relying on outdated equipment and doctrines. The hypothetical conflict served as a stark reminder that Iran's aging air force, once a source of pride, was now a liability, vulnerable to the advanced capabilities of its neighbors. The lessons from the simulated conflict extended beyond the battlefield. Pakistan's success underscored the importance of strategic partnerships in a multipolar world. China's willingness to supply Pakistan with advanced weaponry highlighted the growing military cooperation between the two countries, a trend that has not gone unnoticed in Tehran. As Iran grappled with the limitations of its aging air force, it saw a potential lifeline in China, a rising military power with a history of supplying arms to countries facing Western sanctions. The J-10C fighter jet seemed like an ideal solution to Iran's predicament. Negotiations for a significant purchase commenced, raising hopes in Tehran. However, the deal became mired in complexities, a casualty of geopolitics and the enduring power of the US dollar. China was wary of jeopardizing its economic interests and provoking the ire of the United States. The US, through its sanctions regime and global financial clout, held significant leverage over the deal. The crux of the impasse lay in the issue of payment. China insisted on payment in cash, a demand that Iran found difficult to meet. Iran proposed payment in oil, its most abundant resource. This barter system faced its own set of obstacles. China was hesitant to commit to a long-term agreement that could disrupt its existing energy contracts. The failed China deal exposed the limitations of Iran's options in a globalized economy dominated by the US dollar. It also highlighted the challenges of conducting high-stakes arms deals in an environment where geopolitical considerations often trump purely economic interests. For Iran, the collapse of the J-10C deal was a bitter pill to swallow, a stark reminder of its isolation and the constraints imposed by a global financial system aligned against it. Section 4. The Price of Isolation, Sanctions and Iran's Military Struggles. Decades of international sanctions have crippled Iran's ability to modernize its armed forces. The sanctions limit access to advanced weaponry and vital components. Iran relies on outdated equipment and indigenous production. The military improvises, cannibalizing parts and using reverse engineering. Long-term isolation hampers Iran's defense industry, leading to technological obsolescence. Sanctions create a cycle of isolation and military disadvantages.